So tenant creation. Suppose if you want to create the tenant, suppose like second level tenant or multi-tenant, if you want to create the tenant in the HANA database, we want to create the tenant, right? So tenant database here. So we can use the queries from the system database. We can create it. You no need to do the again SAP installation, right? You no need to perform all those things here. Just we can use the tenant creation. We can use it here. We can create a new tenant. We can create it here. For that one, so tenant creation. So for this one, you need to use the command like create create the database, create database name, DB name. We have to use it, create database name here, then system, then system user, then password we have to use it here, password, then we have to give the password. What is the password? We can give the password here, right? That password we can provide it here so that the tenant will be created here, right? So once the tenant is created, you can able to add the new tenant database as well here, right? So from the system DB, what we can do, so create database, so tenant, so here HDB is there, then HD1 I am creating, create database name and system user and the password, then password, suppose like here welcome one, okay, welcome one. So then the new tenant will be creating, see here it is executing. So if you see it here in the HDB info, there is a two index servers will be created here. There is a one index server. There is a one more index server will also be created here. Means two index servers will be created here. So means tenant creation here, right? Suppose if you want to stop that tenant database here, right? If we want to stop the tenant database here, stopping the tenant database from the system DB, the alter system stop database, then DB name we have to use it here. If you want to drop, if you want to delete the tenant database, then drop database, then DB name we have to give it here. DB name, so we have to give it here. If you want to start, right? If you want to start the database here, so what we can do, alter database, then start database, alter system start database, the DB name we have to give it here, right? So that is the Trinity database creation, stopping, starting. Only we want to stop it, that we can do it here. Only see here one more index server got created here, right? The query executed. So I want to stop, right? We can also add that tenant database. What is that? So HD1, right? Just go to the here, then PS4 HANA, then what is the instance number for this one? 00. Then tenant database name is like a HD1, then system user password is the welcome one. So then it will is created. See, HD1 is added here, right? So I want to stop, then you can use the stop command here. So alter system stop database, then HD1 here. So then the tenant database will be stopped. Only tenant will be stopped. If you use the HDB stop, all will be stopped here. I want to only the specific to tenant database. Then we can system tenant database will be stopped. Right? It is stopped here. Now you see if you execute it here, it is not accessible here. Right? It is not accessible. Why? Because we have stopped that tenant database here. You see only one index server is here. If you want to drop, so then drop means deletion. So drop database name here.
Sir, up to 20 tenant database we can create under that, right?
Right. But you should
And
have
we have
the enough memory, enough space, all should be required. So blindly if you create it, it won't accept. So you should have the enough memory also.
And the instance number is same for all of them.
All of them same instance number. Only the adding the tenant is while adding you need to provide the details here. Tenant name, database name, you have to provide it. Right? Dropping is done. So deleted. So like that, we can add, we can create, we can delete, whatever we want, we can do it here. Right? Suppose we want to reset there is one more thing, last small piece of topic also. One more thing. Suppose if you want to do the reset, reset of the system user, right? Then what you can do, you can stop the database. You need to stop the database here. If suppose if you want to, you forget the password, then you need to do the reset. You forget the password, you need to do the reset here.
Hello, sir.
Hello?
Sorry to disturb in between. On the same screen, we have HDB, means index server of our default tenant and the tenant which we have created. How
Yeah.
we can distinguish in between? If suppose we want to kill any one of the process, then
Based upon the port number, basis upon the process ID, we have to cancel. Basis
port
upon the process ID, every process there is a ID, right?
right.
Based
But
upon
in
the
the index, we are not able to distinguish now for which tenant it is.
we can distribute, right? Here we can based upon this one. So
No,
when
above HDB info command output, huh?
yeah, here we cannot distribute it. So if it is the default one, it is the default one which you created the next one. So here it will not tell you like if this is the HD one or this is the HD2, that we cannot identify it here in the way.
There is only difference in the port number.
Port numbers. Based upon the port number only we can identify which one is created first, which one is created next.
Okay, 40 is the latest one, means that is our tenant which we have
Tenant. Yeah.
added next time.
Yes, right.
Okay. Is there any specific range for the respective processes for the port?
Yeah, port numbers, all the default which created as part of the installation, which will use the 00 to 39, it will use it. Then after that, when you are creating the new tenant, manually you are creating, that will use the 40,
40. Okay.
41 and 42, it will use it. One tenant. One tenant will use the three ports always. Then 43 and 44 and 45 is the second tenant. Then 46 like that. So tenants will use, every tenant will use the three ports here. One is the SQL port, internal port, and internal SQL port and HTTP port. Like that, it will use the one tenant will use the three ports. When you create the one more tenant, it will comes like a 3 instance number 43. Here you will get the, so now you got the 40, right? Next one is comes as a 43 like that.
Okay, understood. Thank you.
Yeah. So here, suppose example, if you want to reset the system user, right? So what we can do, go to the stop the database here, go to the CD exe, go to the stop the database and go to the exe here, go to the stop the database and go to the exe. Just 1 minute. Okay, so go to connect to the CD exe. Then, so if you want to reset the system user password, right? System password. Suppose like someone is locking the system user wrong password, it will be locked for the 24 hours. Again, after the 24 hours, it will be unlocked auto. I want to unlock the system user. I want to reset the password here. Then we can use the HDB name server, HDB name server space hyphen. So reset user reset user system. So if you use this command here, then so it will ask us to provide the new passwords and everything here. So then we can reset the password here. So then it will ask us to provide the new password. Then we can confirm the new password. That will be done. The reset will be done.
Ravi, if we have to do the same for TenantDB also, is this
Yeah,
the same
same process.
procedure?
Yeah, same process. Same process for the TenantDB as well. Same will be applicable. So we have to stop the database. Then we can reset. So otherwise, so we can reset it out. Otherwise, we can do the same commands. If you use it, then we can do the password reset. Password reset we can perform it here, right? So but only thing is you need to stop the HANA database here. So stop the HANA database here. Then so we can stop and start reuse system database. Our system DB is working, then we can reset it out. System DB is working, we can reset the tenant password. So but system DB also not working, then we have to do the this kind of work we have to perform it here. This kind of things we have to perform it here. So we have to enter the passwords, whatever the password assigned, we have to enter the password here. So then this will start the small service. Then it will ask you the please enter the new password or something like that. So we need to stop the system. Then we have to do the work here. The only thing is log into the stop the database, then stop, then so reset user system that you have to use it. Then start the database here. The tenant database. So tenant database also, so we can reset it here. Tenant database also we can do the same procedure, we can use it. But here, so tenant database, suppose we want to reset the tenant database. Then we can use the index server, exe index server hyphen port. So then in port number reset user system, we can use it for the tenant DB. So if you reset the system DB using the system DB, log into the system DB, we can reset for the tenant DB. No, I want to reset using the command only. I want to reset it means what we can do same here instead of the name server here index server port number, then same commands reset user system we can execute it here. Reset user system we can execute it. That will be reset here. That will be performed here. So let me see.
That means HDB index server, port number, and hyphen reset user system, right?
Right. Let me show you here as well. Okay, so cd exe, you need to go to the cd exe. Then once you go to the cd exe means exe folder, we have the file is there. So HDB index server, HDB index server space, then HDB index server space, port number hyphen, port number here hyphen port, then 30003 instance number 03 B, then so and reset user and system. So carefully if you have type it, then this will connect to the tenant DB. So tenant DB is down, right? So multiple arguments. So hyphen port, internal port, hyphen reused. Oh, sorry, I missed that one hyphen. Yes. So like that. So we can reset it, but the DB
It
should
is not case sensitive.
no, not case sensitive here.
Okay, thank you.
So carefully, like not all the uppercase or small case, whatever the command is there, same command we have to use it. Whatever the command is there, same level. So we have to use it here. So let me clean up, stop everything. Okay. So same reset user system. not responding. So name server, system DB should be start. Then once the system DB started, so then it will, we can do the reset. It will ask the password. We can do the rush. Then we can start it. Name server. See, it is looking for the name server to respond. So just we can start the only name server. We can start the HTTP start. Then, so first we have to do the reset of the system DB. Then after that tenant DB, we have to do the reset.
Ravi, why you kill the processor? This,
Sorry,
oh,
sorry.
you have killed the one server, right? This index server.
Yeah. I have cancelled one, killed the process here. Why? Because your session got stuck, right? When I click on the controls,
Okay.
it's not giving the session. Though that's why I cancelled that session. Normally it's not required. So I cancelled it. We can use the kill -9 to cancel that process. Then only we got this screen here.